So I honestly don't know how you guys are feeling. I'm feeling cynical. And I'm not feeling cynical because this is what Germany fucking calls May weather. I am not feeling cynical because we've had a second ash cloud, which I imagine looks something like this guy's beard. And I'm not cynical because my attempt to sneak in cheap Polish cigarettes from the partner city to Tijuana across the border in Poland was foiled by said ash cloud. I'm not cynical because of that, I'm cynical because of the fucking riots. Do you guys go to the riots at all? Yes, am I? Okay, a couple of you. Alright. You know what the riots are? I'm not even gonna explain it to this guy because he's still explaining the cigarette joke. It's okay, man, you can explain it to it in the end. The riots, let me explain them to you. Paul went to them, this guy went to them. Do you know what they are? They're LARPing. You guys know what LARPing is? No. LARPing is live action role playing. That's where people dress up in capes and robes and use swords and scepters to reenact board and computer games from the 80s and 90s. Seriously, it's what the riots are, because no one's there to actually riot. They're there to act like they're rioting. You know, because honestly, what do these kids have to fucking riot about? What do they have to protest? Like, oh, I got a 1,3 on my Abi. I got an A-, you know? Oh no, they discontinued my favorite line of Nike sneakers. Oh, I mean, I only got a bachelor's and I can't find a place in a master's program because there's not enough spots and there are no jobs in the Germany economy for people with bachelors. Okay, maybe there is something to protest. But even the riot cops don't act like cops. Seriously, I'm biking by the riot cops on Walpurgisnacht, which was the pre-riot riot on April 30th. And I'm biking by on Volkshagener Straße by all the riot cops and their numbered units, C1, C2, C3. I'm biking by on the sidewalk with no lights at night. I'm carrying a beer and I'm running into people. And the riot cops are doing jack shit. I swear to God, if you wanted to commit grand theft auto, you wanted to murder somebody, you should do it in front of a riot cop. Because no one would give a shit. They'd be like, you're not throwing a Molotov cocktail in my face? I don't care. You know, dismember the guy, whatever. Not gonna bother me. So that's all the riots are. That's why I'm saying I can't believe in them. And you know what? It wasn't the crowds of tourists making ass to my Facebook photos that told me that the riots had gentrified. It wasn't the fact that ex-Berliner published a do-it-yourself survival guide so you too could enjoy the May 1st riots that told me that the riots had gentrified. It wasn't even the crowds of Prenzlauer Berg mothers who'd all been fathered by the dad comic, pushing these unfortunate children through the riots in their strollers so they could be exposed to politics at an early age. It was the performance artists that told me that the riots had gentrified. There were a crowd of performance artists. This is a group called Public Movement out from Tel Aviv that may or may not have connections with the Israeli Defense Forces.
No, they don't.
May or may not, I'm just saying. Just saying, but they scheduled a mass performance at 10 p.m. at Kopa Sator on the 1st of May, entitled The 1st of May Riots. Seriously, what is wrong with us? We can't even go to riot. We go to a riot because it's art. Because you know what? Everything is art now, right? I ride on the U-Bahn without a ticket, it's art. Yeah? I cheat on my non-committed relationship by having sex with a stranger in Montbijou Park, it's art. Right? I fart, it's art. And even the sort of crumbled up of dried up carrots and apple cores and used donor wrappers underwashed coffee cups in my Friedrichshain WG is not a sign that I may or may not have rioted at the Walpurgisnacht riots. It's art.